Alright, so I'm very intrigued for this presentation. I know very little about it. She's been very secretive. I'm pretty excited. Okay, so it's about potatoes. Okay? So, there's gonna, excuse me boys, there's gonna be a tendency to wanna like give feedback during her presentation. I have a feeling because it's gonna be so fun and so good. But we gotta remember to keep our focus and leave our comments, questions, gasps, hollers of joy for the end. Okay, so Sam, you get our undivided attention.
Alright, so I know many of you were expecting something art related or something with cartoons, but I moved past that. Now I've just been getting such a huge interest for the history and social influence of the potato, and it's just been intriguing me ever since my aunt passed away on her potato farm. Dad, you remember that day when she collapsed while she was working?
It was monumentous, yeah.
I know, it was so traumatizing. I couldn't really take it anymore, so I decided to dedicate my 8th grade grad project to her and hope that Melissa will live on with her. So without further ado, without further ado, I'll get started. Right, so my first thing to say is Blue, what are you doing here?
I came to tell you that you're making a huge mistake.
What, that I should have dressed for the occasion?
No, the fact that you didn't choose something that was good.
I'll have you know, potatoes are an interesting topic to research. Guess you're right.
Look, these scientists came out here and gave their time to your project, Sam, and you're going to fill that time with 40 minutes of spud lore?
All right, I get it. I had a bad topic. But if you don't want me to do that, what can I do? I spent 4 months on this project.
Well, you can always do animation.
Animation? Really?
Well, you know a lot about it already. Plus, you made me.
This is true.
And there's nothing more entertaining than showing people a film, especially one that you made.
Well, I guess you're right, but I can't just leave it on a whim. I don't have anything to read.
And just wing it.
You sure?
Sure, I'm right beside you. I'll help you along the way.
Whoa, really?
This is your cartoon, isn't it?
Sweet, so where do we start?
Maybe you should let these guys know why you decided to make me. It's a good story, in fact.
All right, I'll narrate and you follow along.
Gotcha.
When I was a little sprout, I loved the idea of fantasy and creating creatures, a world different from our own. I really enjoyed watching shows like The Simpsons, The Powerpuff Girls, and most importantly, the early shows of SpongeBob. I really loved the idea of fiction, so I decided to jump in and pick my own characters.
Yep, that's me.
Well, not quite. This was you. Gross, I know. But a drawing was a drawing, and despite what awful things I made, I was most certainly proud of them. Even a straight line made me ecstatic. I was in love with cartooning, and I knew this was something I wanted to do with my life, even though many doubted me. What, you gonna say something or just gonna stand there?
Made fun of you, pushed you around, mocked you.
All right, they get it.
That's fine, help out.
Will you just let me finish?
Fine.
Like I was saying, I experimented with many different variations of styles and techniques until I found something I could relate to. Quite possibly the most simplistic style I'd ever imaginable. But it was something I could do as well as my creativity flow, so I went from there.
Then I started to evolve, right?
Bingo! You started treating something, well, more different. And although you were really simplistic along with your other friends and other characters I made, I even started to develop other characters along with you. Soon enough, I created a full-length series. Stop looking at me like that.
How big is it?
What, say, 60 characters?
Oh, no.
And don't expect me to say that most of these were easy to make. Others didn't make the cut.
So, why did you scrap them?
Because you can't expect every drawing to be a success. Artists have to go through constant failure and mistakes in order to get the perfect drawing.
But, why?
Because to be an artist, you have to do what you can to make your work perfect. Even if it has to be stressing yourself.
Stressing yourself? Why would you be stressing yourself?
Well, some people seem to think that being an artist means it's easy and they can make content whenever you want. I'll tell you, it isn't that. You can't expect every artist to be making content every day. They go through failure too and even become stressed themselves when people ask how another piece of their work is going to come out.
That doesn't doesn't sound easy.
It isn't, not at all.
But can we start moving on? I think you explained that enough.
Yeah, let's move on. So after I made these characters, I found a little animation place in my very own DSI. It was called Flipnote Hatana. It was an animation community filled with people who were artists and animators alike. So why not start posting animations there myself?
And
I was awful.
as expected.
Shut up. Where was I? Ah, yes. I eventually made a lot of animations, and although it wasn't popular, I loved making them. And from then on, I didn't just want to make cartoons.
You wanted to animate.
Precisely. And after that, we're left to figure out both inside.
So what's happening right now?
Well, after doing this project, I'm more excited to animate than ever before.
See, what I tell you, you're an artist at heart.
Well, not exactly. Like I said, I get depressed very often with my art because I met with constant failure.
But failure is just a step towards progress.
Exactly, Blue.
Well, I see your audience got a kick out of this little project. I think my job here is done.
Alright,